all. How are you today?
Good.
Right.
Hello.
Hello.
Good, doing well.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Hello.
We are
Today.
we, we are live streaming to YouTube.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Optimist Coffee Cafe. We are live streaming. I am need to mute this here. All right. So I'm going to mute everybody here just a minute while you are admitted and we can unmute. But welcome to the Optimist Coffee Cafe. We have a special announcement for you today. We have quite a few folks still coming in, and so we'll get started. We are live streaming on YouTube and into the Facebook group for this special announcement. So for those of you who have not been to the Optimist Coffee Cafe before, this is usually just a low-key, casual chat with Optimist friends from across the organization. Anyone is welcome. And, we have a calendar of coffee cafe sessions out there available to you at optimist.cafe. You can type that in your web browser and get the full schedule. But today we have a special announcement, and so I am just going to spotlight Marlene Phillips for a little bit. And Marlene, can you tell us a little bit about this special announcement that we have for us today?
As one of my titles this year, President Mark gave me was Leadership Development Chair. One of the charges that he gave our committee was to come up with a program that will be able to be used across the organization for new people coming into the organization so that they can get a good picture of all of the things that are part of what being an optimist is. So we were working with other committees across our organization with leadership development, with membership, and with activities. And we all came together, we worked on a program, and this is the product, the end result of what we came up with. It's designed to be usable by any member, and it was originally going to be called New Member Orientation. When we got into it, we realized that this is not just for new members. The way that this came together, this is going to be of benefit to anybody that's a member of this organization. Any club can use it. Any individual who's thinking about being a member could use it. It's just the way that it came together with all of the committees and all of the coordination between them. It just really is. I'm proud of the product that we've come up with here. And I think that anybody would be able to access this material and use it in their club, at their district, at their at international even. And it's been broken up into 5 little bites.
If I could ask a question, Marlene, I'm going to share so I can ask a couple of questions. So you said it's multiple committees. So it was leadership development, but also it was the membership committee and the club fitness committee, right?
Yes.
So membership, we had, is led by Russ Thomas. We had Jenny Ricker participating on this. And then from club fitness, that is Harris. And we had Janet White participating from this, right? Well as some leadership development and some other folks from Middle America, right?
It was really interesting because when we started developing this thing, we said, oh, this individual would be really good with that subject matter. So we pulled in people from across this organization, and we weren't really all that concerned with what their title was or what position they held. It was as long as they were going to be able to help make this better, we brought them in. And I think the end result is that it is a pretty good product. It's being streamed now to YouTube. It's being streamed now on Facebook. So it will also be on the leadership development, on the learning management system, so that anybody will be able to use this at any point in time. Or it will also be available when anyone signs up as a new member, it will be sent to them in a link in an email message. So hopefully you will be able to take this and use it, and it will bring benefit to your members and to your clubs and districts, ultimately to all of us. Bonnie?
And so you started telling us a little bit, Marlene, and then I cut you off. So this is a orientation to optimism program that we're presenting here today, and we're going to show the full series kind of spliced together here today, but it's also going to be in 5 episodes, right? That are available. So you want to talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, when we were doing the development of this, we thought that if we put everything together all in one long stream, it's going to be too much for people to take in all at once. So we decided to make it kind of like a Netflix episodes, 5 different episodes. They're very short, so that if you really wanted to binge watch them, you could. And if you didn't have to. What we've done today is we've spliced them so that the beginnings and endings have been removed so that they play all the way through. And there are 5 different episodes. One is on the creed, mission, and vision. The other's on opportunities as an optimist, our responsibilities as an optimist, our foundations, and resources available to members. So I'm just really excited. Bonnie, I'm going to turn it over to you. I'd like to see it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and remove our spotlights. And I will share the video and go from there. So let's take a look at this. Oh, let me get it on. Can y'all see it? Okay, here we go.
Welcome to our 5-part series, Orientation to Optimism. During this series, you will learn about the Optimist Creed, Optimist Opportunities, Optimist Responsibilities, the Optimist Foundations, and the many resources available to you as you begin your Optimist journey. In each episode, you will receive information from optimists located across the globe. We, too, are Optimist volunteers, and we are really excited to be able to share some basic information about the Optimist organization to start you on your way. Today, we will explore the Optimist Creed and the Optimist mission, vision, and purposes with Tracy Huxley, Jen White, and Chris Kirkus.
Promise yourself to be so strong that nothing can disturb your peace of mind.
Hablar de bienestar, felicidad y prosperidad a cada persona con quien te encuentres.
D'inculquer à mes amis la confiance en eux-mêmes.
sɛ wobɛhwɛ ade nyinaa mu de ɛhyɛn no na woama wo gyidie aba mu
只去思考最好的一面，只去努力做到最好，并且只去期待最好的事情。
आप दूसरों की सफलता में उतना ही उत्साह महसूस कीजिए जितना आप अपनी सफलता में महसूस करते हैं।
D'oublier les erreurs passées et de voir à faire mieux à l'avenir.
去在任何时候都保持一个开心的面容，并且基于你每一个遇到的冲突一个微笑。
To give so much time to the improvement of yourself that you have no time to criticize others.
Moi,
चिन्ताको लागि धेरै ठुलो हुनेछु, क्रोधको लागि धेरै महान हुनेछु, डरको लागि धेरै बलवान हुनेछु र धेरै खुसी भएर कुनै पनि समस्याको उपस्थितिको अनुमति दिनेछु।
I love our Optimist Creed. Written by Christian D. Larson and adopted by Optimists in 1922 as the official creed of the organization, the words and its tenets are truly special. I call upon these tenets in my day to day often. Read the creed to yourself. Read it slowly. Let it sink in. I guarantee you will find that promising yourself these special things each day will make you a stronger, more resilient, happier, optimistic person. The video you just watched is one of my favorites, and I've seen a few. I love how it reminds me that we are a part of something bigger than ourselves, bigger than our own individual communities. We get to stand shoulder to shoulder with some of the most caring, giving, beautiful people in the world. For me, that includes someone like yourself and the people you're about to meet. Membership in your club has opened up so many opportunities for you to explore your skills, meet new wonderful people, and feel good about what you do for your community and for the world. Promise yourself you're going to make the most out of your membership. I promise you, you won't regret your efforts to bring out the best in yourself, in the children, and in your community.
Optimist International has a mission and a vision, and they guide everything that we as optimists do. The mission states that by providing hope and positive vision, optimists bring out the best in youth, our communities, and ourselves. And this is the guidance star principle that we use and we follow for everything that we do. The vision states that Optimist International will be recognized worldwide as the premier volunteer organization that values all children to develop to their full potential. And this is what we aspire to do as optimists every single day.
All Optimist clubs have 5 general purposes. If you've been formally inducted into your Optimist club, these will sound familiar as they're part of our induction. Our first purpose, to develop optimism as a philosophy of life using the tenets of the Optimist Creed. Second, to promote an active interest in good government and civic affairs. Third, to inspire respect for law. Fourth, to promote patriotism and work for international accord and friendship among all people. And fifth, to aid and encourage the development of youth in the belief that giving of oneself in service to others will advance the well-being of humankind, community life, and the world.
Today, we will explore Optimist opportunities with Jenny Ricker, Marlene Phillips, and Mike Bowles.
Now I'd like to talk a little bit about the Optimist International structure. Optimist International has structured its organizational chart as an inverted triangle, with your club and your members located at the top of the triangle. Your zone, your district, your region, and Optimist International are all located below the club and are actively responsible for assisting your club in reaching your goals. By organizing itself in this manner, Optimist International has empowered the club to play a prominent role in your community, to operate autonomously, and to make key decisions about how your club will serve the community and its children. Your club can communicate, collaborate, or seek support from any of the levels below it at any time without following the strict chain of command under which top-down entities operate. Additionally, this type of hierarchy encourages leadership development within the club. and encourages you to seek leadership opportunities within other levels of Optimist International. It is important to note that you are a member of an Optimist Club, but you are not a member of Optimist International. Your club, however, is a part of Optimist International and pays quarterly dues to Optimist International for every member of your club. Your club will elect its own officers, will determine when and where it will meet, will set its own dues structures, and will determine which projects and programs in which it will participate.
Hello. In keeping with our mission statement, we also wish to improve ourselves. We have 2 different programs that are available to help get to this objective. You can participate in one or the other, or both. The programs are referred to as Personal Growth and Involvement, which we refer to as PGI. Within the PGI program, there are 6 different components. There are 10 levels, and throughout the program, you can improve each of these areas. Attendance, which is going to your club member meetings and district meetings, club activities, growth of your club, knowledge of the organization, self-development, and communication. The second program is Professional Development Program, and there are 5 elements within this particular program as well. Each of them: project management, marketing, continuous improvement, organizational knowledge and our culture, and communication skills. All of these things would also aid you personally and be a benefit on your personal resume. At this point, I'll turn it over to Mikey B.
Hi. A question that is commonly asked is, why do I have to pay to volunteer? And the answer is, because we're a volunteer service organization, not a charity. Volunteer service organizations and charities of any substantial size have a paid staff, as well as overhead, insurance, marketing material, etc., to handle the day-to-day business of the organization. This costs money. Charities are primarily funded through donations and fundraising efforts. Ever see a graphic that shows the percentage of your donation that goes directly to the charity? Is this big chunk missing? That overhead's in the missing chunk. In volunteer service organization, that overhead is paid by members using dues. This leads to our second main difference of the two. Who controls the organization? And the quick answer is the people raising the money. Charity CEOs and boards decide the actions of the organization, as well as how much money left over from paying the overhead, where that's going to go. Volunteers of charities work for the paid staff. Habitat for Humanity is a good example. You show up, you get a t-shirt, and a paid member tells you what you will be doing for that day or that week. As a volunteer, you have no say-so as to what project will be next or how funds should be used. However, in volunteer service organizations, the paid staff works for the volunteers. Their job is to supplement and facilitate the efforts of the volunteer body. Money raised by local volunteers is spent the way they choose at their local level. Volunteers choose which projects they will take on and how their funds will be used. So, the reason we pay to volunteer is so we can dictate which projects we're going to do and how we're going to spend our funds.
Today, we will explore Optimist responsibilities with Chris Kirkus, Lister Florence, and Bonnie Jean Sherbert.
I'd like to share 4 ways that optimists can contribute. First of all is simply by being optimistic. Optimists live longer and have healthier lives. Science tells us that's a fact. Optimists also have healthier and more stable relationships. I think we all want those. So our Optimist Club is an excellent way where we can be more optimistic and live up to our organization's name. People are drawn to optimistic people. I know that I am. And by that, we can widen our influence and brighten our own lives, and at the same time, brighten the lives of others, just simply by being optimistic and using those skills to connect us to others. We can also learn how to be an optimistic leader. Most of us are drawn to natural optimistic leaders. By bringing out the best in ourselves and others, we can become better leaders, which will widen our sphere of influence. A second way we can contribute is by helping children in our community. Many groups do many great things for children. However, our organization is very unique as it allows local clubs to be autonomous. Each of our communities has various needs that may not be a need in a different community. Optimist International gives us the freedom and the flexibility to meet local needs at the local level by local volunteers helping us to do a good job. Also, as we're helping children, don't forget to bring your phone and snap some pictures. We want to share the good work we're doing. On your favorite social media network, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or just whatever network you use, let's share the great work that we're doing. And by doing that, we can also improve our club morale by having everyone remember the wonderful times and the great things we've done for children. A third way we can contribute is by connecting people to the needs of youth. We can get ideas from seasoned optimists on how to run oratorical and essay contests. We can brainstorm at conventions, at district meetings, or just in our own club meetings with other optimists on how to accomplish goals and how to help more children and impact more lives. Fourth, we can find and meet needs within our community. As we've discussed, each community has specific needs. Through our Optimist community, we can not only find those needs, but we can find people with the talents that can help us meet those individual needs. That is a great way to contribute. People want to help children. We give them the avenue to do that just by being our optimistic selves. And as optimists, we are empowered to think outside the box. Our organization is not strict or rigid that will say that's not the way we do it or we've never done it that way. We can think outside the box and generate ideas that will work for our communities in real time. Thank you all for joining today. And now I'd like to turn it over to Optimist Lister.
Thank you, Optimist Chris. Next, we'll talk about the board of directors for the clubs, the district, and Optimist International. The board of directors is a governing body and conducts the affairs and the business. At the club level, this consists of the president, the vice president, the secretary treasurer, and the 6 elected directors. Please note that not all Optimist clubs are structured the same, and there may be some minor structural changes. Please refer to your local bylaws. Also note that the executive committee consists of the president, the vice president, and the secretary and treasurer. At the district level, the board of directors consists of the governor, the lieutenant governor, the secretary treasurer, the governor-elect, the past governor, and the club president, or a duly appointed delegate from that club. Note also that the joint governor can serve as a non-voting member at the district board of directors. The executive committee at the district level consists of the governor, lieutenant governors, and the district secretary treasurer, governor-elects, and the past governor. Next, on to the OI level. And the board of directors for the OI level consists of 6 directors, president-elect, current president, immediate past president serves also as the chair. Also, the Junior Optimist International president, Optimist International Foundation president, Canadian Children's Optimist Foundation president. The directors, the president-elect, the current president, and the past president are all positions voted on by the clubs. Your club will get 1 vote per 10 members. The president gets the ballots, and clubs in good standing get the privilege to vote. Next up, we'll talk about the global and community impact of Optimist International. At the club level, activities and involvement are unique to the needs of that community. That club reflects these needs based on members and community impact interaction. Local clubs are unique in their impact programs and how they serve their community. This allows the clubs to be portable and an ever-evolving solution for the community. By doing what the community needs, this provides a higher global impact. This global impact in the local club is combined with structured international events, competition, and fellowship, expanding optimism to all corners of the world. We are both boots on the ground and a bird's eye perspective, increasing hope and dreams. Your membership helps in your local community, but also supports efforts of bringing optimism to the world by assisting optimism locally, regionally, nationally, and internationally. Currently, we have over 2,000 clubs in 32 countries. I had the great pleasure at the last Optimist International Convention of meeting optimists from Ghana, Canada, Jamaica, as well as the United States. What an incredible organization you are a part of and has tremendous impact both locally and globally. Next up, you'll benefit from the wisdom and the intelligence of Optimist Bonnie.
Thanks, Lister. It's been said that each optimist has an impact on 35 children each year. We do that through club projects and activities in our communities. As a new optimist, your impact on the world around you is expanded by your connection to other members in your club. By joining an Optimist Club, you've increased your sphere of influence within your community. You are making a difference. Beyond your club, you will build relationships with other optimists in other clubs in your district and beyond by attending district meetings, webinars, Optimist Coffee Cafe sessions, and fun social Zoom sessions. As you build relationships with optimists all over the world, the impact you can have on our world grows even further. It is these relationships that make our organization strong and allow us to help more and more children. Thank you.
Today, we will explore the Optimist Foundations with Marlene Phillips and Jenny Ricker.
Hi, everyone. The Optimist International Foundation and the Canadian Children's Optimist Foundation are the two charitable arms of Optimist International. The Optimist International Foundation is a 501c3 organization. As a result, members and non-members alike can make tax-deductible donations. The Optimist International Foundation provides significant funding for youth scholarships and programs that are awarded through club efforts. Clubs can raise money for their activities through the Optimist International Foundation, and they can also apply for matching grants to fund projects. Because of the great efforts that Optimist International makes to support all of our clubs, I hope that you will consider contributing this year to Optimist International Foundation. Now I'd like to turn it over to Optimist Marlene.
Thanks so much, Jenny. Next, we're going to talk specifically about the Canadian Children's Optimist Foundation. This foundation is for the members that live and reside within Canada in order for us to have the same things that we can do that Canada Revenue Agency is happy with. Our program, the Canadian Children's Optimist Foundation, supports programs in much the same fashion as the Optimist International Foundation does. It provides support to clubs. Clubs can make donations to the foundation in order to ensure the continuation of our programs. Donations are tax deductible on your tax return. The foundation provides us the opportunity to pass through or outsource donations. So if you have someone who would like to make a donation to one of your programs, we have the ability to accommodate that. And there are opportunities for club grants. Our foundation also supports the scholarship opportunities of oratorical essay and communication contests for the deaf and hard of hearing.
Today, we will explore the resources available to all optimists with Janet White, Marlene Phillips, Mike Bowles, Bonnie Jean Sherbert, and Liz Chrisman.
Good evening, fellow optimists. Optimist International has a number of established programs, some of which are highlighted here. These programs are held at different times throughout the Optimist year. Your club will most likely conduct at least one of these activities at some time. These programs help youth in several ways. This may be by leadership development through the sponsorship of a Junior Optimist International Club, providing scholarships towards tertiary education through the oratorical contests, communication contests for the deaf and hard of hearing, and the essay contest. health initiatives such as Childhood Cancer Campaign and Childhood Health and Wellness, sports activities such as Optimist Golf and TriStar Sports, or self-development programs such as Respect for Law. There's lots of information that can be found on the website, so don't hesitate to go to www.optimist.org to get information and details on these programs and more.
Next, we're going to talk to you about your standard club bylaws. Every club that exists within Optimist International is a recognized not-for-profit, and we all have rules that we have to operate under. Our club bylaws tell us who, what, and why your club exists. It sets the rules for your club's operations. It establishes your not-for-profit status. It explains how your money will be handled and by whom. It explains how you can make changes to your bylaws if you choose to. And it also explains who gets to be the decision makers and how are they selected. Outside of these bylaws, your club will undoubtedly have a set of policies. And the policies establish who does what within your club and how does your club do it. These are usually very unique to each club, and your club will set those within them. If you have not seen your club bylaws, that's not unusual. Every club does have them, but if your club operates well and there aren't any issues, and it's quite possible that people have never seen them before or don't even know that they exist, but you do have them. If you can't get your hands on a copy, you can request a copy from Optimist International, or better yet, you can go to the optimist.org website and download a copy of the standard club bylaws and have them reviewed within your club and ensure that everything that you have is what you want to be working under. Optimist.org documents club bylaws is listed on the bottom of the slide. Every club has bylaws and you're supposed to follow them. Thanks.
Parliamentary procedures are used throughout our organization, whether it is a club meeting, district meeting, or an international board meeting. Parliamentary procedures are used to accomplish a very important task, and that is to allow the voice of the minority to be heard while allowing the will of the majority to prevail. Parliamentary procedures, often synonymous with Robert's Rules of Order, are used to conduct business in a fair manner. Meetings that use parliamentary procedures have a presiding officer, charged with executing the agenda in accordance with these rules. At the club level, the presiding officer is your club president. Governors preside at district meetings, and the most previous past president of Optimist International presides over the international board meetings. Presiding officers that are well educated in the rules of parliamentary procedure can accomplish a great deal in a short amount of time and will keep the respect of all of their members. At the district and international levels, presiding officers will commission parliamentarians to answer questions of procedures as they arise. Unless a member is interested in becoming a parliamentarian, extensive knowledge in parliamentary procedure is really not needed. However, a basic understanding of the rules is helpful for anyone looking to fulfill leadership roles.
Thanks, Mikey D. There's a wealth of information out on the Optimist International website, but sometimes it can feel a bit like information overload. However, efforts have been made to simplify the navigation. The website is broken down into 6 major sections, but the bulk of what we'll focus on today is the member resources. It has 15 sections. What do you pay attention to? Let's take a look at the high points. Well, my favorite is the Optimist Coffee Cafe and Optimist Tech Talk schedule, and that can be found in the Leadership Development section. Looking for your club logo? Check out the Marketing section. The official logo for every club and district is out there, as well as the branding guidelines. We talked a bit about the multitude of programs available. All of the guides and details can be found in the Programs section. Mark your calendars for the end of June from now until forever, because you will want to come to convention. All the details are in the Meeting and Convention section, including accommodations, how to register, and the agenda when available. Need some Optimist gear? Check out our suppliers and get yourself outfitted with officially branded hats, jackets, and even jewelry. There's tons of other information out there under member resources. We could take all day, but we won't. What we do encourage you to do is explore. Thank you.
I'm here tonight to talk to you about the insurance benefits that come with your membership in your club. All clubs receive a general liability insurance policy as part of the dues that they pay to Optimist International. This policy can help your club cover the cost of any property damage claims against you during an event that you are offering, as well as any medical expenses you may incur if someone gets injured at one of your club events. It is important to note that right now, insurance policies only exist for clubs in the United States and in Canada, and there is a separate policy for you if you're in the US or if you're in Canada. At this time, there is no coverage for any clubs that exist outside of the US and Canada. It is important to note that your club may need to provide a certificate of insurance for any event you do in your community. You can obtain a copy of this policy through the Optimist International website, and it is important to know you must have a copy of your certificate of insurance on site for any community event or community partnership you participate in. Now let's talk about Optimist International's learning management system. This is also known as LMS. Our learning management system is only $6 per member. However, club officers, such as your club president and your club secretary treasurer, have free accounts on the learning management system. You can get to the learning management system by going to optimist.tovuti.io. There are quite a few general options on the learning management system right now, such as president training, club secretary treasurer training, training for our club foundation reps, training on how to complete certain forms that must be submitted to Optimist International, as well as a Zoom user guide and recordings of the Opti forums that are occasionally run by Optimist International presidents. It is important to know that while the media library has a number of options right now, we are still in the early days of utilizing our learning management system, and there will be much more to come as you get deeper into your Optimist career.
Thanks to the Optimist International Marketing Department and the Marketing Committee for the past few years, our social media presence is ever growing. With a variety of platforms available, we are working to connect with members using whichever platform they prefer. This is one area where you can lend a hand. In whichever platform you prefer, or all of them if you're that person, join our groups, like our pages, and share our content. Help us spread the Optimist message.
Thank you for watching this episode of Orientation to Optimism. Please check out our next episode or visit optimist.org for more information.
Wow, Marlene, I'm watching the comments, seeing the smiling faces and attentive people. Great program, and I know you're super proud.
We worked hard, and the thing we all need to realize is that all of us are volunteers, just like everybody else. Not a single one of us is a paid actor, and we chose. I assume that everyone on the call right now is a member. We chose not to use titles We chose not to get into anything like that because we wanted people viewing this video to understand that everybody here is a volunteer. We're all just like everybody else. And, you know, I hope that message came across. And I guess at this point, we're going to open it up for questions if anybody has any.
Well, on behalf of Optimist International members, I want to thank all who participated in creating this great resource for our members. It really is, and maybe I should identify myself as Mark Weinsoff, president of Optimist International, for those who don't know. But I really want to express my thanks on behalf of all of our membership for this great resource you've provided for our clubs and our districts and our whole organization to orient members to the organization. And now, having completed that, let me move on to a second thing, because I did see a question in the chat about the cost for the learning management system. And I would say that each club has licenses paid for by Optimist International for the president-elect, secretary-treasurer as one position, and club foundation rep. So those are paid for. Everyone else, it's a $6 per year charge, but it's going to be well worth because there's a wealth of resources on there, and you will definitely get your money's worth. And that's an annual fee.
Thank you, President Mark. And that was $6 US, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
or $99 Canadian. I'm kidding, of course.
So we kind of we packaged this up into 5 episodes, and they'll be available on the Optimist International YouTube to any of clubs, members, as well as districts in this coming week. So what we did for this session is we took all 5 of those episodes and smushed them together so that we could show them. But the longest one is only 11 minutes. So really a great opportunity to get these snippets of information at your district meetings or your club's meetings without taking up a whole lot of time. I'm not sure if that was a question or where it came from. But we'll open it up to any questions. Mike, you have a question.
Yes, at the beginning was mentioned that the new member would be giving a link to this presentation on the OI website, but I'm just curious as to, is this going to be without having 6 emails sent to the person, is this the responsibility of the club president, the LT, the governor, or OI?
Marlene, do you want to talk about the new member packet?
Sure. What's happened, Mike, is the package that we used to send out to new members that had the folder with all of the information in it is no longer happening. So what happens is their member pin will be sent to the club president. The rest of the information will come in one email directly to the member. And the link for this on YouTube will be sent directly to the member to their email address, which is one of the reasons why you really need to make sure that email addresses are correct and that they're added when people are put online, when they're put on the roster. It's a welcome email, and it's not, like a novel. So it's actually pretty good, and it's something that people can read, and the link will be in there, and they can go back to it anytime they wish.
Second to that, there are some people I know from sending emails to that when you include a link, their filters will just email failed.
One of the reasons why we wanted existing members today to see this was so that when your new member says, hey, I got a request to click on a link and I wasn't so sure what it was about, you now know exactly what it is. So what we were hoping is that people who are receiving that email will have support within their club and within their district with, oh yeah, you'll be getting a link to a YouTube channel that you can go at any time on your leisure to be able to look at some basics. And that was the whole point behind that.
And I'm also told that there'll be a link on the website, so with a downloadable format for those times when you can't get to the internet and YouTube, you can download an episode in advance for a meeting. So there's a question in the chat. It's really about the new member packet. If there's a new member that does not do email at all, is there going to be a paper format? I don't know if we have anyone.
That's Margaret.
Yeah, without somebody from staff here, I would have to say the answer is no. So what we would do is request your club president to print out that material that would normally be available to them and hand it to them at a club meeting. The longer answer would be that we can always do anything we want to do. So if we need to do more than that, please let us know.
Okay. And there is a question about multiple languages, if this would be available in multiple languages. Right now, it's only available in English, and have conversations about translation into other languages.
Well, y'all do have Canadians on there, so I'm sure that counts as another language.
You're funny.
What other questions do we have? Asking about updates, you know, with anything as we evolve, these can be updated and refreshed as we learn new things, right? They're not intended to be the end all be all of these topics. They're intended to be an orientation, a basic level, so that we can bring new members or members in general to the LMS or to the website in order to get them more information about these topics.
I don't have a question per se, Bonnie. Is I have just what I like about it is the fact that because when I go to maneuver through the website like I was trying today and yesterday, it's kind of hard, you know, when you don't know where to go to look for what you're looking for. And this kind of, I wish you'd have done this yesterday. So, because there were parts of it that it did help. It helped kind of break it down where the individual doesn't feel so overwhelmed when they're going to look for it. So I find it beneficial to kind of let your board see this that way, and even members who are thinking about becoming board members and getting more involved. So I like it. Thank you. I appreciate it, y'all.
That's great feedback. Thank you, Carolyn.
Yeah.
Other questions or comments?
Bonnie Jean, there was a question about when this link would be available online because somebody's in a new club building effort and wants to use it right away.
So they should be available this week on YouTube. I can't give you an exact date, but it's expected to be this week. So I know we have a couple of staff on there that might have a specific target for this week, but I would say by Friday. What other questions? Kathleen? Can't hear you, Kathleen. I'm not sure if your microphone is on or your volume is up, or maybe your headset is muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm being technically challenged this past week. Anyway, this presentation that was just given was really good, and I did put in the chat if this might be made available at least for the next district meetings or the next couple of district meetings, so that we get presented during a district meeting to get everybody on board with using this tool. I don't know if that was being considered or not.
So, Marlene, did you want to comment?
Here's the thing, Kathleen. The link will be there. Anybody will be able to use it anytime they want.
Of the 5 presentations or this presentation?
The 5.
Right. So what I'm saying is, can we get this condensed presentation, just not forever, for 1 or 2 district meetings?
I'm sure that Bonnie Jean can make arrangements for that.
To kind of get people excited about it. Everybody on this call seems excited about it, but this isn't everybody. If that makes sense.
Works for me. Bonnie?
Absolutely. And you know, we are live streaming to YouTube right now. So this whole session is available on the Optimist International YouTube channel as part of the live stream, but we can absolutely look at taking the full 5 episodes in the condensed package and putting it out there as well. But feel free to go out to the YouTube channel and look at this live streamed and use that if you want to. I see some folks who are wanting to use it for meetings tomorrow, so it will be available out there if the 5 episodes are not. I do want to say that working with this team of folks from across the organization, working with Marlene and Ginny and Janet and Mikey and Lister and Liz and Tracy, I think I Chris, it was really fabulous. Great group of people who really, you know, like me, had a diabolical need to do a good job, and we just really enjoyed working on this project, and super excited to see it come to fruition. Becky, you had a question.
Yeah, a question about the live stream on YouTube and how well the video plays over the live stream. When I'm watching it, and I have no idea if this is Zoom or if it is my own internet, it's staccato. It isn't a nice smooth thing. Of course, I understand that's because it's a video playing over Zoom. When it's on that live stream, is it smooth in the play there?
We'll have to check on that. I know I had too many things open at the start of the video when I was playing it, so that contributed to some of the choppiness. And when I turned everything else off, it smoothed out. But we'll get that full package out there as well.
Well, I think this was an awesome endeavor, and y'all did a fabulous job. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I got to tell you, I had a great time working with all of these people. One of the things that made me most proud was there were no egos. It wasn't about egos. It was about getting the right message to the members and to be able to develop something that would help our organization. And, you know, I truly enjoyed working with this group of people from all over our organization. It was great. And I got to tell committee chairs, thank you so much for the people you sent to us. It was great.
Absolutely. Well, we have a few minutes left. What other questions or comments do we have?
I would like to say that this answers a lot of questions for people that have been in the organization for maybe 10 years at the club level and are now getting into the district level and want to know more information on the international level. This explains it all. You guys did a wonderful job. I can see using this tool in all aspects of Optimist. And I also have to say that this is going to be a great tool for the special needs clubs because it's broken down where they can take a piece of it, watch it, rewatch it as many times as they want till they understand it. So I truly appreciate it for our special needs clubs. So thank you.
Just so everybody knows, we have another one we're working on. The next one we're doing will be geared toward new clubs, and also that component will work with boards of directors and the way that the boards work within a club. So that's going to be our next project. We won't have a big surprise announcement since I just blew it, but it will be the same type of thing and in the same kind of fashion. So you can look forward to that coming up. Hey, Bonnie, I'm happy. Are you?
I'm very happy with it. I'm seeing some comments. There's talk of using this a little bit for training and our new employees, for staff as well, to give them an overview. So, a lot of different uses for this, which is why we did it in this way. Super pleased, and I'm a big believer. I see Mike commented in the keep it simple, silly method. And I think that's what we did, and I think it'll be worth it, beneficial to our members. So we have about 4 minutes left. Want to open it up? I know we usually do shameless plugs at the end of Optimist Coffee Cafe. We have several Optimist Coffee Cafe sessions coming up, and as well as Optimist Tech Talks. So go to optimist.cafe to see that full schedule. I also know today is the very last day for voting for the Optimist International Foundation Board of Directors. So if you're a Dime a Day member, or you are a club with a 365 membership, then you can vote and go out there and vote for board of directors today. And if you haven't yet, go out there and bid on some of the auction items between now and March 11th for the Optimist International Foundation auction. Anyone else have any shameless plugs that they'd like to cover in our last 3 minutes?
Bonnie Marie Shepherd has something she's trying to say.
Okay, go ahead.
Hi, I'm sorry. I'm with Midwestern, the Westville Westville Public School, the Westville Optimist Club in Waterloo. And I had the unfortunate problem of having 54 essays in my essay competition, and I need 4 more clubs, please. If anybody wants to, in Midwestern that wants to support or what do you call it? Sponsor 4 kids for me. One, every club gets to send one.
What district?
Midwestern.
Oh, Midwest Ontario?
Midwestern Ontario, yeah. And I need 4 people to message me. Thank you.
That's a great problem to have with all essay entries.
Let me give one last shameless plug for our OptiForum on the International Day of Happiness on March 20th. We will be doing a program on musical happiness with professional musicians and the winners of our Musical Happiness Youth Contest. So please look for information and sign up for the OptiForum on March 20th coming up.
And I believe there's going to be another Optimist Bingo for the convention coming up. I believe it's on the 17th. My memory's failing me. I don't have it in front of me, but look for that. And you all know all of these events. You can find them in the Optimist International Club and members Facebook group, or on the website. You can go to optimist.link and see all these upcoming events, and optimist.cafe for coffee cafes and tech talks. I want to thank y'all for coming here today. I appreciate your time, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Lauren Dell, you have a quick question. We'll end the
real quick plug. Everybody, don't forget to sign up for convention.
That's right. Thank you. All right, y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank y'all. Y'all did a good job.
Thank you.